All right, so for me, I hope the key takeaway of our session was to think a little bit differently about inclusion. So what I argued is that very often people take a little bit for granted that if they have the right values, if they believe in inclusion, if they're not constantly trying to exclude people, then from that should follow that exclusion will happen. And my argument was that I think often we need to try a bit harder, right? We need to make an active effort to be inclusive, because there's all kinds of mechanisms and patterns, often unconscious, often structural, that prevent equal outcomes from happening. And in the workshop, we explored 3 different themes related to that. One of them had to do with gender equality, one of them had to do with the colonial past of Europe, and one of them had to do with the tensions between East and West. And I think for all these topics, we had really, really interesting discussions. And what surfaced, I think, very often was all kinds of ideas of how to do this more actively, how to have attention for this. And I had to do one case in one side with the structural elements, right? So what kind of policies do we have? What kind of corporations do we create? But also with the attitudinal side, like what do we actually want people to learn in our projects about these kind of things? How can we stimulate more awareness about gender issues, about the colonial issues, the post-colonial side of things, the colonial past, and about the contradictions between East and West. And I just hope that we stirred people's thinking a little bit, and that it's something they can continue thinking about throughout the rest of the Congress and hopefully also afterwards.